Results: Euros 2024. Slovakia versus Romania. Slovakia won, Romania won. Ukraine versus Belgium. Ukraine nil, Belgium nil. Czechia versus Turkey. Czechia 1, Turkey 2. Georgia versus Portugal. Georgia 2, Portugal nil. Copa America. Chile versus Argentina. Chile nil, Argentina 1. Round of 16 fixtures. Switzerland versus Italy. Germany versus Denmark. France versus Belgium. Portugal versus Slovenia. England versus Slovakia. Spain versus Georgia. Austria versus Turkey. And Romania versus Holland. Thank you. This is Anfield. Read again. Man United to bring Greenwood back for pre-season. Wow. Manchester United are reportedly prepared to bring Mason Greenwood back for pre-season training if they fail to sell him in the next fortnight. The Mirror reports the Red Devils are prepared to welcome Greenwood back amid their struggles to sell the forward. United are trying to shift the one-time England international, but as yet, nobody has met their asking price, which is understood to be upward of 40 million euros in brackets $50.6 million. Lazio had a 30 million euros brackets $38 million bid for the 22-year-old, who spent last season on loan at Getafe, rejected by United earlier this month, with Juventus and Napoli, among others, also thought recruiting him. His contract at United runs until 2025, but it seems Greenwood may have played his last game for Premier League giants. Greenwood swapped United, who are set to be keen on selling their academic products and bringing Bologna Joshua Zirkzee as a replacement for Getafe on loan in 2023/2024, and scored 10 goals and bagged 6 assists in 36 appearances in all competitions. Thank you. This is Anfield. Today's news: Chelsea agreed deal to sign $6 million Gui. Wow. Chelsea are on the verge of completing the signing of teenage striker Marc Gui from Barcelona in the deal worth just 5 million euros in brackets $6 million. The Blues have reached an agreement with Gui, according to the Athletics, and they will activate a 6 million euros release clause in his contract with the Spanish side, paving the way for the 18-year-old to head to Stamford Bridge during the summer transfer window. The central forward will sign a 6-year contract with the Premier League side as he completes the summer switch from the club he joined 11 years ago. Gui has made 7 senior appearances for Barca since emerging from the academy, scoring 2 goals. At the age of 17 years and 291 days, Gui became the youngest player in Barcelona history to score in his debut appearance for the club when he netted in the 80th minute of their 1-0 victory against Athletic Club in La Liga. After coming to an agreement with the English side, the youngster will head to London to complete a medical and sign his contract before beginning preparations for the 2024/2025 campaign. Thank you. This is Anfield. Van Dijk could leave Liverpool this summer. Wow. There is a possibility that Virgil van Dijk could depart Liverpool in the summer transfer window. His current terms remain set to expire in June 2025, and source close to cut-off side claims that discussion over an extension have come to a standstill. Meanwhile, the Saudi Pro League continues to identify the Dutchman as a key target. The Public Investment Fund is set to meet with the defender's representatives to assess the feasibility of a transfer in the coming weeks. Cristiano Ronaldo's Al Nassr is among the most interested clubs. The Saudi outfit is looking to part ways with Aymeric Laporte and are considering if the Manchester City former man leaves Virgil van Dijk alongside Marquinhos. The Brazilian already agreed on personal terms last summer, but an offer to sign him was rejected by PSG. Thank you. This is Anfield. Today's news: Man City inquire about €60 million Olmo. Man City have inquired about RB Leipzig Dani Olmo ahead of the 2024/25 campaign as the Premier League champions have held an interest in the Spaniard for 2 years. According to Football Insider, City are intensifying their pursuit of Olmo, having held a long-term interest in the player and they seen an opportunity to sign the 26-year-old this summer. Olmo has been with Leipzig since 2020 and his current contract expires with the German outfit in 2027. However, that deal contains a release clause of €60 million, which interested parties are now targeting. The Spain international has been a key player for Leipzig since his arrival, and despite injury issues this season, the midfielder still managed to feature 25 times for the Bundesliga team, producing 8 goals and 5 assists as his team finished 4th in the league table. There is a strong chance that Olmo will leave Leipzig during the current transfer window, and Man City hopes to be in a position to pounce if the Spaniard declares his intention to leave. According to ESPN, Barcelona and Manchester United are also interested in Olmo and plan to activate a €60 million release clause before it expires in July. Both have financial issues that they have to deal with first, which gives Man City a big advantage in the race. Thank you. This is Anfield. Today's news: Neymar backed for shock Arsenal move. Wow. Neymar has been back to make a sensational move to Arsenal despite his nightmare spell in Saudi Arabia. Neymar moved to Al Hilal last summer but has played just 5 games for the club, owing to a cruciate ligament tear sustained in September on international duty. He has not kicked a ball in anger since, but Arsenal legend Gilberto Silva remains convinced of his quality and says he wants to see him at the Gunners. Neymar has a contract in Saudi Arabia until 2025 and has already spoken of his desire to get back on the pitch with the club. Hilal won the league title in 2023/24 and the attacker has insisted that next season he will play a key role. In an exclusive interview courtesy of Bet365's Copa America coverage, Gilberto Silva said, "I'd love to see Neymar in the Premier League with Arsenal. It would be interesting, that's for sure. It would bring a lot of joy to fans and make the competition even more special. When you look at the Premier League, you want to see the best players in the world and to have him around would be great. Let's see, it's not impossible that he could join Arsenal. Why not?" Neymar is continuing to rehabilitate ahead of next season. It remains to be seen if Arsenal will take Gilberto's advice and attempt to complete a stunning transfer. Thank you. This is Anfield. Messi shared a gigantic cake with fans as he turns 37. Wow! Lionel Messi was serenaded by Argentina fans on Monday as he turned 37 while sharing a massive birthday cake with fans. Messi celebrated his birthday while away at the Copa America and was gifted a cake by his teammates on Monday. He was also given a giant bottle of Argentina wine by Inter Miami co-owner David Beckham, and fans trekked out to the Argentina team hotel in New Jersey to serenade their heroes, who then returned the favor by sharing his birthday cake. Messi popped his head out of a window to greet his supporters and thanks the fans with a heartfelt message on Instagram. He wrote, "Thank you so much for all the greetings and congratulations. Another year that coincides with my birthday being with the national team. So celebrating a little bit more and we keep getting ready for our next game. Hugs." Messi played through an injury during Argentina's 1-0 win over Chile and has side secure qualification to the knockout rounds, and he could subsequently be rested against Peru this weekend. Thank you. This is Anfield. Sensational move: Chelsea to snatch €115 million record fee for Isak. Wow. Chelsea have reportedly inquired about the availability of Newcastle star Alexander Isak this summer. According to the Daily Mail, the Blues have held initial talks with the Magpies over the possibility of a move of the star forward Isak. The West London side are reportedly prepared to break their previous transfer record of €115 million in brackets €136 million slash $146 million to sign the Swede, which they paid to secure the service of Moses Caicedo from Brighton last summer. Since moving to the Premier League in 2022, Isak has established himself as one of the most prolific goalscorers in English football. After an injury-hit debut camp at St James Park, the Sweden international has shown his class last season when he scored 25 goals across all competitions, including 21 in the league. Chelsea have their eyes on several other attackers across Europe as they look to bolster their squad ahead of 2024/25 season. After missing out on Michael Olise to Bayern Munich and have reportedly also initiated talks with Barcelona and Athletic Club to sign McGinn and Nico Williams respectively, the English Giants are set to regroup under new manager Enzo Maresca next month before they jet off to the US for pre-season. They are scheduled to play friendly matches against Wrexham, Manchester City and Real Madrid. Thank you. This is Anfield. England won, Slovenia won, John Stones happy with draw. John Stones spoke highly of England's performance against Slovenia as they qualified for the Euros 2024 knockout stage as group winners. England have come under fire for their underwhelming display throughout the Euro 2024 group stage, despite qualifying for the knockout round as group winners. Fans and pundits alike have slammed Gareth Southgate's tactics, and a section of the supporters react in a hostile manner toward the manager on Tuesday after the team's drag stalemate against Slovenia. Manchester City and Three Lions defender John Stones, however, was satisfied with the team's performance, and he insisted that the side have already achieved one key goal, winning the group. Speaking with reporters after the Slovenia clash, the England defender said, "The objective was to top the group and we have done that. It is not always going to be an easy road. It is not going to be easy when we have a target on our back to beat us. Thank you. This is Anfield." Manchester United weigh up €40 million Calvert-Lewin move. Manchester United are reportedly considering making a move for Everton's central forward Dominic Calvert-Lewin during this summer transfer window. There is currently a host of speculation surrounding the 27-year-old's future, with Newcastle United believed to have been in discussions with the Toffees over a move. However, it is understood that the Magpies have now dropped their interest in the Englishman, with the club not willing to meet Everton's €40 million asking price. According to iNews, Man United have emerged as surprise candidates to sign Calvert-Lewin, with the Red Devils placing an ex-Sheffield United youngster on their shortlist for the summer transfer window. Erik ten Hag's side are believed to be pressing ahead with a move for Bologna Joshua Zirkzee, but if a deal for the Dutchman fails to materialize, then the club could make a firm offer for Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin scored 8 goals and registered 3 assists in 38 appearances for Everton during 2023/24 campaign, including 7 goals and 2 assists. Thank you. This is Anfield. Today's news: Foden forced to leave Euro 2024 camp. Philip Foden has left the England camp at Euro 2024 in Germany to return to the UK due to a pressing family matter. Foden was given permission to leave the Three Lions training base to return to his homeland yesterday. The 24-year-old was in Gareth Southgate's starting XI as England played out a new draw with Slovenia on Tuesday night, but departed the squad the following day. The Football Association (FA) confirmed the Manchester City star departure from the Three Lions camp, saying in a statement, "Phil Foden has temporarily left the England camp and returned to the UK for a pressing family matter. It has not been disclosed what issue Foden has had to return home to deal with, and it is not yet known if he will return to Germany to rejoin his teammates at Euro 2024. Having played their final game on the group stage on Tuesday, England are through to the quarterfinals of the competition. Thank you. This is Anfield. Tottenham West Ham in for €35 million Goodmanson. Tottenham, West Ham and Inter Milan are all among the clubs in the race for the potential transfer of Girona striker Albert Goodmanson this summer, Court Offside understands. The Iceland international is available for around €30 to €35 million this summer, and Inter are currently leading the race to keep him in Serie A. Sources close to deal have informed Court Offside, though there is also interest from England and Saudi Arabia. Spurs and West Ham have both had some contact with Girona to receive information on the condition of potential deal, and both London clubs have indicated that they'd be willing to move for the 27-year-old, who has scored a total of 30 goals in all competitions for the club over the last 2 seasons. Inter are currently doing their best to advance negotiations with Girona, and it's felt that they are the club leading the race for his signature at the moment, though it will be interesting to see if anyone else can strongly enter into the conversation. Tottenham could do with a top signing up front after losing Harry Kane last summer, with Hank Postecoglou never really getting a replacement in for a huge important player. Some Spurs fans will question if Godmerson is really the calibre of the player Tottenham FC needs, but he seems a decent option that wouldn't break the bank, so it's surely worth considering. Thank you. This is Anfield. Today's news: Barcelona must pay €40 million for Kimmich. Barcelona are one of the 5 teams that Bayern Munich Joshua Kimmich would reportedly consider joining, alongside with Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester City and Real Madrid. They now know how much it would cost to bring him in. City and Barcelona are the only two to have been linked with Kimmich with any real substance, and even then, the Catalan side are the ones looking for a player in his position. It was reported last week that Kimmich was extremely likely to leave Bayern after the Bavarian side delayed contract talk until after Euro 2024. Kimmich does not feel like he is a priority, and with his current deal up in 2025, Bayern are facing a choice of whether to renew his deal or selling him if indeed he does not do so. Now, Bild is reporting that Bayern would ask for between 30 to 40 million euros to allow him to leave this summer. It seems unlikely there is much movement of any significance before Germany Euro 2024 campaign end. The 29-year-old could also leave on a free next summer, which would also increase his earning potential. Thank you. This is Anfield. Rulli offers self to Villarreal. With Peperina departing the end of his contract, Villarreal will be in the market for a new backup goalkeeper to first choice Philip Jorgensen. One player who could fit the bill is a very similar face, Geronimo Rulli. Rulli departed Villarreal in January 2023, just weeks after winning the World Cup with Argentina, to join Ajax. However, his time in Amsterdam has been very difficult, and having lost his place during last season, he is now prepared to leave, and according to Marca, he wants to head back to the Caramika. Rulli would accept being a backup to Jorgensen in Marcelino Gracia's Toral squad, so personal terms would be no issue. The problem would come with Ajax, whose asking price would likely be out of range that Villarreal would want to spend on a number 2 goalkeeper. With this in mind, it could be very difficult for Rulli to get his wish of a Villarreal return this summer. He'd need Ajax to drop their demands, which does not look likely to happen now. Thank you. This is Anfield. Mbappe lawyers send final warning to PSG as €100 million court case looms. Real Madrid star signing Kylian Mbappe will officially be unattached to Paris Saint-Germain as of next week, but it will not be a clean break for the French superstar. His dispute with PSG looks as if it could end up in the legal system. ESPN reports that Mbappe's lawyers have sent PSG a final warning over unpaid wages from April, May and June, as well as a signing bonus from February, totaling around €100 million. PSG claims that Mbappe had agreed to waive some of that money, but Mbappe's legal team contests that there is no legal or written version of this agreement. It looks as if it could end up in court. The French champions will have to rely on an alleged verbal agreement with Mbappe holding up in court, but it is nuanced with a major implications. While it was never going to be easy for PSG to move on from Mbappe, a potential court case would prolong the bitter taste of his exit. Thank you. This is Anfield.